How many of you have ever wondered why there's been such an increase in the cancer diagnosis over the past 10 years? Well, there's a Michigan oncologist that contributed to that spike. Dr. Fareed Fatah falsely diagnosed hundreds of his patients with cancer, then went on and unnecessarily treated them with chemotherapy. Now, these patients trusted him. Some thought they were dying. Some suffered permanent damage. Some families buried loved ones, believing that cancer took them, when in all actuality, it was medical fraud. This wasn't a mistake. It wasn't misdiagnosis. This was intentional. Fareed Fatah owned over 6 clinics in Michigan, profited over $35 million in 2 years. Now you ask yourself, how was this at all possible with the medical board that's supposed to stay on top of things like this? Well, thanks be to God, one man came forward and exposed Fareed Fatah for his wrong devilish moves. Pay attention to this clip.
A Michigan office manager risked his career to expose a doctor who gave chemotherapy to patients who did not have cancer. Dr. Fareed Fatah gave unnecessary treatments to more than 500 patients at a Detroit area cancer center. In tonight's episode of the CBS News series, Whistleblower, host Alex Ferrer talks to the former office manager who stepped forward to expose the man responsible.
I couldn't believe what was in front of me. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
George Karache took a new job in 2011.
I was an office manager for an oncology practice.
Dr. Fareed Fatah had a rapidly expanding practice in suburban Detroit. But within 2 years, one of the other oncologists and 2 nurse practitioners announced they were leaving. Karache confronted that other oncologist.
Are you leaving? And he said, yes. And I said, can I ask you why?
What the doctor told George Karache about Dr. Fatah was a bombshell.
Patients were given chemotherapy and other treatments when they didn't have cancer.
Robert Sobere was referred to Dr. Fatah by his back surgeon.
I heard he was one of the best there is.
I am Dr. Fareed Fatah with Michigan Hematology Oncology.
Dr. Fatah did a bone marrow biopsy.
2 weeks later, he turned around and said, you got multiple myeloma. It's a blood cancer, a bone-destroying disease.
He began monthly chemotherapy infusions.
I'd become weak, sick to my stomach, tired all the time. I couldn't walk anymore. The chemotherapy eventually destroyed all my teeth.
Sobere went to see a different oncologist. He was shaken by what he heard.
And he says, I've seen both biopsies. There's nothing that says that you had cancer anywhere in there. I was shocked. It was worse than hearing that you have cancer.
I was determined to have this doctor stop harming people.
His head spinning, George contacted an attorney he knew who handled whistleblower cases. George believed he might have a strong one.
We've heard a lot of strange stories about fraud, but that one was beyond fraud. It was cruel, it was criminal, it was risking people with poison.
David Herron wasted no time. He called the Department of Justice.
Without a doubt, this is the fastest and most intense lawsuit I've ever handled in this area.
So you see, this is a prime example for our president. While he's talking DEI and waste, fraud, and abuse, waste, fraud, and abuse is not coming from the middle and lower class. It's coming from the millionaires. Drop down in the comments how you feel about the increase in the cancer diagnosis. And don't forget to like, share, and follow me for more controversial topics.